another week, another video. And this week is going to be a little bit different. We got a DIY video. This jacket that I'm going to make this whole DIY video about, it's been on my mind for so long. Like, I'm pretty sure this jacket came out in like fall winter 2017, might have been 2018, but it's been around for a long time. I've had my eye on it for ages, but as you can see, look at the price. Like, it's so expensive, there's like no way I could afford it. But yeah, this is the jacket. It's this like fire kind of military sort of jacket with like the strapping on it, and I don't know what it is about it. I don't know why I like it so much, but this is like one of my favorite jackets of all time. And just off the price alone, I know I could never afford it. So I thought I'd make this DIY video to sort of try and recreate the jacket, see if it's worth the price tag that they put on it, and, you know, show you guys the whole process if you want to do anything else. Obviously, it's a lot more creative. It's not as simple as just going out and buying some stuff and making it. You know, there's a kind of like process and work in it. And I thought what I'd do is I'd document the whole process and then kind of explain it all and make like a sort of documentary, or I don't know what this is gonna be. It might just be like some clips I narrate over, but basically it's just gonna be the whole process and then the finished result, and maybe like a little on body as well. The first thing I did, I thought the most important thing to do is find like a similar base layer. So I found this jacket from Depop. It was like £30. It's a Urban Outfitters jacket, like for the base layer. Now obviously this isn't the same color, because obviously I thought if I'm gonna make this jacket my own, I might as well go for a color that would suit my wardrobe a little bit better. And obviously this is like a washed black sort of a base layer, so obviously it will go with most of the clothes I already have anyway. And the only issue really with this jacket that I found was it had this extra panel in the middle. I had to cut that panel out and cut the buttons on the other side. But it was really beneficial because I used that panel for the little tabs that would go like across the strapping on the jacket when it was finished. So yeah, so I took the jacket, I cut that panel off, I did it very neatly, like with a razor blade, cut the buttons off as well. And then the next thing that I did, basically I cut all the straps, like the little pieces that would hold like the black webbing. I'm not sure what the actual word is, but I cut all those little straps out as well. And then I went on AliExpress. I found like 10 meters of this black roll for the material, 10 of these like metal little clips as well, like it's got on the bottom, and then also 10 of the little pieces that will like clamp it down right at the bottom as well. And this all came to about £20. So in the whole, I'm about £50 deep, and considering the jacket's like almost £1,700, it's kind of a crazy saving. But yeah, took all that stuff. The next thing that I had to do was basically measure out all the pieces that would go like on the shoulders and down the middle and on the arms. I just got the pieces, cut them all to length, and then I melted the ends on them, obviously because I don't want them to fray and there's no point sewing them, because I knew I'd put the silver pieces on them afterward. I just cut them all to size, I aligned them where I wanted them, tacked them down with needles first, just so I could like make sure the proportions were right and stuff. And what I did as well, I like aligned the outer straps so that it matched with like the pockets on the side. So like when you look at the footage, you can tell that you can't even really see the pockets on the front, but they're still there, it's kind of hidden, which I think is like a really nice little touch as well. But yeah, I did that, and then the only thing to do after that really was just sew the pieces on. This was really tedious. It took like so long to do, but it was part of the process, had to be done. After that, the only thing that was really left to do was sort out all the metal. So I put these silver like kind of buckles across the bottom, similar to the original piece. Obviously these are a bit more square and the original are a bit more round, but I think it still looks fine. It doesn't look too bad. It was difficult as well doing this because the part of the jacket that it goes into, it was actually really thick. So I had to hand sew these as well. My thumb, I've got like so many little holes from the needle, trying to put them all through, but it's whatever, you had to firm it. But yeah, I did that, and then just had to clamp on the little silver parts at the bottom just to hold it all together. And that's pretty much the whole jacket. So now that I've kind of talked about it and explained the whole process, obviously here's the finished product, and I think this looks so good. As you can see from the footage, all the little pieces, it kind of really works quite well. Obviously because the color's the same on the little straps that we put over it, and the actual jacket, it blends in quite nicely. It looks like it's kind of gone in and out of the jacket, instead of being like on top of the jacket, which I think is a nice kind of effect that the original one didn't even have. But I'm so proud of this. Like, I think it's such a good kind of comparison to the original. It looks different, obviously it's very distinct from the original because it's a different color set, but I think it still holds its own as a really nice jacket. But now, like, the only real question that was really left was this jacket worth the price tag that was put on it? And for £1,645, I gotta say, there's no way this can really be worth it. Like, I did this whole thing for like 50. Obviously, I bought a jacket used. You could have bought a new one. It would have been like maybe 70, 80. Apparently, the retail on this jacket was 90. So that obviously would have brought the cost quite a lot. And obviously, I used like cheaper materials. I went to AliExpress. Obviously, that's goods from China. And probably on the original, they used a lot higher quality materials. So that kind of adds to the price as well. But even if you got like really expensive materials and a really nice base layer jacket to do all this, I don't think it's really going to cost much more than maybe like £200, and that's kind of being generous as well. But obviously this isn't an original design. Like, I have totally copied this from the creator. Walter, I think his name is Walter. So I kind of copied his whole design. Obviously he gets credits for that, and he can charge like an extra like kind of fee for having the original design. So I mean, all in all, to make the jacket, it was worth it. To buy it, it's not worth it. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun making this. I had a lot of fun documenting it as well. Obviously, if you liked that documentary sort of thing, kind of DIY sort of video, just drop a comment, let me know. If there's anything else like similar to DIY stuff, I've got a couple ideas of DIYs I want to do, so keep it tuned in for that. Like always, if you liked it, like it. If you want to comment. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you make any DIY stuff, tag me. I'd love to see it. My IG is right there. And peace.